Welcome to Get Roaring. I am Rory. Fancy meeting you here. It's time for some, well, hope springs eternal. When you start a new season, you got a new group of players. Same coach. All that business. But, we're trying to save the Sabres. And at this point in reality, the Sabres don't need saving. But we started out that way. And here we are. We're in the 2029-2030 season. We've yet to win a cup. But our window, I believe, is in the open position. This is what I think about the current Stanley Cup window. We need to progress in the playoffs is the first step here. But I think we got a good thing going. We went through our season. We didn't talk to Mr. Wolf. We didn't talk to him about his season goals. Well, season goal is pretty obvious. For Mr. Wolf, we want him to win the Vezina. We want him to be that good that he wins the Vezina. Anybody else we need to talk to? I don't think so. Zach Whitecloud, not really worried about it. I think we're good. That's all I want to do there. All right, let's check out our roster for a second. Is there anybody in the AHL that we want up? I don't really know what those guys are, so I think we'll leave them. Texier is still in a one-way. Maybe instead of Bedkowski? No, he's a defenseman. What am I doing? Instead of, Instead of Aturati, maybe? I think so. I think we want Texier. Texier's been decent for us, so... let's see where we go with that. Morning, Al. Good to see you, as always. We're gonna make that little switcheroo. Let's take a look at what the NHL lines look like. Head coach preferred lines, we do. It puts Texier in there, but who gets scratched? Yeah, I don't know. I mean, it would be nice if Hellenius was in there. That might change. I also don't understand this. Although, I don't know. It's saying Howard is a first line forward. Maybe we'll see how this shakes out, because I would prefer Howard to be up with Coolidge and Tamura, and Hanzik to be down here with Texier and, you know, whoever. Whoever fits in. I'm okay with Latipov being up here. I'm hoping he grows. Alright. We'll see how it shakes out. We'll see how things go. We are supposed to win, I think, our first meeting with the Leafs. That's our first goal. Let's get to the regular season. Oh, I don't know if I did promos. You might ask me before we start. It might just be automatic. I don't know. I don't think I did promos. Do we have enough money for promos? Do we need promos? Spent 0. Great. Okay. Well, you know. Anaheim, middle of the week. Oh, New Jersey is there too. Let's do New Jersey. Darlene bobblehead. Probably New Jersey again. Trying to get people to go to New Jersey games. Would like our people like t-shirts though. Bobbleheads are cool. I don't know, we'll go with bobbleheads. And Nashville. Probably fit one more in here, maybe 2. We'll do our bobblehead series. If I can sneak one more. I have 62. Do we have any money? Remember, money was kind of tight. I mean... what the heck? Is it 168 or something? Let's do one more promotion. Like at the end of the season there. Nashville. Probably Minnesota here? On a Friday. We just did Nashville here. Maybe Pittsburgh on a Tuesday? Oh, let's do hats. Let's do a hat giveaway. Hopefully they're good ones. It's the worst when you get a hat and it's like just garbage. It's like, I'll wear this for now, but it's going in the closet. I had one Marley's hat that I wore for like ever. I think it might actually, no. Is it one I bought? Definitely one of the ones on the promo was so good. I wore it like for a long time. All right. Okay. What did the owner want? I think there was something with the Leafs. What am I doing? Nobody knows. All right, there we are. I want 28 sellouts. It's fine. President's Trophy. Okay. I want us to beat our rival Toronto Maple Leafs in our first regular season meeting. Okay, so when is that? When is that? When is our first meeting with the Leafs? Down here? Goodness. December? That's the first time we see them? That's crazy. Okay. Well, we're just gonna zip through. We're gonna do a couple weeks here, see where the lineup is at. See if we need to make any. Position D. Do we know anything about this play? No, we don't. 26, 6'7", body, undrafted. I mean, I'm tempted to take him just because he's 6'7". We'll do whatever it takes to win. Or be on the winning team but lacks loyalty. And we'll claim him. He's 6'7". He can play on Rochester. What? Linus Ullmark? I am kind of tempted. He's 36 though, and he's got 2 years left. Maybe not. If it was 1, I'd be tempted. Everybody's on waivers. Florida's placing Yan Kuznetsov. Waivers. Okay. Could be okay. Doesn't fit in our scheme. 27. He was a second rounder. Why not? If nothing else, it helps Rochester's defense. Okay. Let's see where we are after a couple weeks. Okay, things have sorted themselves out. Although Coolidge is up here. Is somebody injured? Logan Cooley's injured. That would be it. Thompson, Kairu's up on the first line. Coolidge is up on the second, which means Howard has moved up. He's down to an 84, second line forward. Probably a little more realistic. 2 goals for Latipov so far. Lenius is still scratched. Let's do head coach preferred lines. Okay. How's the defense looking? Much as to what we expected. And goalies. Okay. So aside from Cooley being injured, which is kind of unfortunate, we're looking okay. 3-1-1 so far. Let's get up to Montreal. Have we had any? Haven't had any sort of rivalry matches. Let's go to Detroit. I think that's our closest rivalry type match. Okay. Ethan Bear. 32. I think we've acquired enough defensemen. We'll keep going. Second and a third for Winberg. A fourth and a fifth. Winberg is 35. Doughty is an 85. He's probably like an 83. I'm not mad at it, but somebody would have to go out. I think I'll leave it. Okay. 6-2-2 after our first 10. Things are looking good. I do want to edit that trade block. Because I don't know what's going on here, but it's weird. Prospects really at this point, if anybody is willing to offer. Check out the older type skaters. His skating is atrocious. Did we pick him? Second round 56. Okay. Put Lafrenaye's on there. Not sure. I don't know, maybe we can get some value out of those guys. Nothing really serious. Okay. Let's sim against Detroit. Detroit is 4-6-0. Coolidge puts one in on Casa. Five on four. Nothing doing. Tom Wilson of the Detroit Red Wings. What? But Darlene gets one right back. Okay. Take the lead again going into the second. Shots are 18-8. No, 11 now. They were 18-8 at the end of the first. Detroit had a little power play. Starts to get a little momentum, I think. Now it looks like it's kind of back and forth. Now nothing is happening. Alright. Nothing occurs in the second period. Power play for Detroit. Casper gets one in on the power play. How is it up to 2? Power play for us. Nothing doing. Power play for Detroit again. Looks like we're going to OT. Fighting for the extra points. And it's getting bankier in here. Because he scored on Wolf. 3-2 win for Detroit in OT. Casa with 33 stops. Stalling 1-1. And Buyum with 2 assists. How are we doing? I guess Cooley's back. How are the lines looking with Cooley there? We're back to the normal stuff. Though I still don't understand why Howard is on the 4th line. Like I don't understand. I guess he's playing well. I mean, we can talk to coach. Oh, okay. Preferred line. Okay. Well, he's not up to listen, so... Let's not worry about Montreal. I think we're okay until Toronto, really. Oh, no, we got Detroit again. We'll do Detroit and then Toronto. The winds keep rolling in. Can't really argue with that. A little bit of a downturn there. Little 3-game losing streak. Shootout loss. We're still 15-6-4. 8-2 win against the Caps. That's convincing. Okay, let's take a look. Let's take a look how we're doing. Got a grudge match against Detroit. All right. I just want to check out roster moves and see if there's anybody in the A that should be up. He ended up being a 79. That's pretty good. Do we have a lot of defensemen in the A? I don't even know. Yes, we do. We have an epic amount of defensemen down there. I'm kind of bummed that Hellenius is not playing, but I also don't know if he would make it through waivers. Not too worried about the other two. And he's 23 years old and he's not playing. Doesn't really fit in Cassidy's schemes. I think this is the deal. I think we kicked the can down the road a little bit. They're about like the same draft position. I like Hellenius. Well, they're basically the same player. Actually, they're basically the same player. Alright, I think we kicked the can down the road. Mm-hmm. Um. Okay. See if that changes anything. It does not. Okay. Let's do the grudge match against Detroit. Moritz Sider puts one in on Wolf, but Howard gets one back. Okay, I'll take it. Nothing doing on the power play. Casper puts one in. Right. Do one in the second. Power play for us. We get a flurry of shots on, but then Tom Wilson scores. What? Okay. Jordan Cairo. Hey, bud. Good to see ya. Matty Beniers puts one in. Good stuff. And right. Tied 3-3 going into the third. I'll take it, considering how the game started. Power play. Textier puts one in. .42 shots on Casa. Goodness. 4-3 win, though. We'll take it. Textier 1-1. Cairo 1-1. Howard 1-1. Fourth line doing work. See how we do against the Leafs. The Leafs are 25-1. Goodness. Austin Matthews, 37 points. Goals for per game, where we got the slight edge. Goals against per game, the Leafs are much better. Power play percentage is higher for them. Penalty kill percentage is higher for them as well. They are leading the division. They're ahead of us by 5 points. So, big game. Going to be a tough one. Let's take a look at lines. Fence looks good. All right. Hopefully for some weird reason they don't start Ellis in this game. All right, let's try it. Toronto Maple Leafs versus the Buffalo Sabres. Battle for top of the Atlantic here. Matthew Nye scores in the first minute. Well, that doesn't bode well for us. Very long power play, but nothing doing. Coolidge puts one in to tie it up. Power play for us again. Toronto gets a power play. Nothing doing for them. All right. 1-1 going in the third. Tough game against the Leafs. Lusterinen is on the Leafs. I would not be against that, actually. Logan Cooley puts one in, ties it up. Matthew Nye scores with 8 minutes left. Can we sneak one in at the end? No, we can't. The Leafs, by the finest of margins, they win this one. A razor's edge, you may say. Joseph Wall was unbelievable. Matthew Nyes with 2. Matthews 2 assists. They just edged us out in the end there. Yep. Owner not happy. Although owner is still happy, so, you know, whatever. Another game against Detroit. Lots of sims going on here. I'm gonna do this one too. Fire it up. Can we get a win against Detroit after losing barely to the Leafs? Loss is still a loss. Howard puts one in. All right, let's continue. Coolidge puts one in too, gives us a 2-0 lead. At the end of the second. Third period. Rasmus Dahlin scores. Power play goal. Good stuff. Man, 38 shots on, 39. Detroit's starting to get some shots back, but it might be too little too late for them. 43 shots for us. 44 shots, goodness. Dustin Wolf, 28 stops. Dahlin, 1 and 2. And Casa gets on there with 41 stops just because he, you know, made such the effort. But still, Wolf got the shutout. We'll take the shutout. I'd like to get some time in here. See how far we can get. We got Ottawa down here, so let's go to Ottawa. A second, Ratty, and a fourth for 2 seconds from the Leafs. I think that's upgrading. That's kind of like downgrading New York's. Because I think New York's pick is worth quite a bit. Compared to the Leafs ones. Because they'll be late seconds. Those are essentially thirds. New York's is going to be like basically our first rounder. Yeah, see, like New York's second round pick has a lot of value. Compared to ours from next year, it's like almost double. Because it's going to be very high in the second round. So I don't know if I want to be trading away that. I don't know. I don't think it makes sense. Okay. Upgrade of third, downgrade of fourth, and Aturati, which I'm okay with. I think we take it. Defenseman. I think everybody's okay down here right now. We'll just leave it as is. We have room to move at the trade deadline too, so we have room to pick up people if we want to, or even a little before. If we want to make some changes, we can. I'm pretty happy with most of our players, like our defense especially. Upgrade, 5th, get a 7th. I think we take that one. I will also accept that trade to get more draft capital. It's fine. No. 8-6 win over Vegas. Goodness. We had a shutout against the Oilers. No. I'm not going to downgrade. Okay. 25, 11, and 7. We are 8 points behind the Leafs. Like, the Leafs are gangbusters at this point. We're even 5 points behind the Oilers. 3 points behind the Wild. So, like, we're not sniffing the President's Trophy here. Let's take a look at the lineup. That's Anaheim. Alright, there we go. Oh, looks like Cooley is out again. Ladipop is doing fantastic. Second line is clicking. Kyrou has like 20 assists. Big boys are doing okay. Obviously, Cooley has been a little injured. How's the defense looking? Stalwart. Good stuff. Okay. Ladipov puts one in on Marolainen. Good stuff. Okay. Beniers puts one in on Marolainen. Power play for us, nothing doing. Shots are crazy though. Power play goal for Rasmus Dahlin. Gritsuk puts one in. So does Boldy, 5-0. Okay. I feel like this is a bit of a runaway. Bjork scores one? I'm assuming that's Bjork. Shots are 29-12. That's insane. Okay. Ladipop 1-2, Beniers 1-1, Dahlin 1-2. All Buffalo all the time. And the 5-1 win over the Ottawa Senators. Excellent. All we have to do is wait a week, and the next Sunday we play Ottawa again. Shootout loss to Jersey. A loss to the Islanders. Win against Philly. 7 points behind the Leafs still. Like, I don't think we're winning the President's Trophy here. Trade deadline is in a month. Well, just over a month. Month and a week or so. I know, we're blasting them on net. It's great. We're averaging 3.53 goals per game, so that's not a problem. Goals against per game is 2.77. Also not too bad. Power play is low. So is the penalty kill. Our special teams are not great. I'm not against that idea of Wenberg. Ottawa's not great, so I don't mind trading with them. Still want to trade Wenberg. Second and a fourth, or Hayes. Our second and or a fourth. Next year's second. I mean, it'd be nice if there was something comparable. I mean, I'd love to sneak Lafreniere in there. Lafreniere in a fourth? I don't know, what do you think about that? That'd be, the purpose of this would be for penalty killing. But I don't know what line he would slot on. 3 or 4, I would assume. Let's see how it goes. Alright. A little bit more. I figured it might be the case. Sneak in a 7th for next year? That should do it. Nope. Fifth from this year? 4th and a 5th? Let's try that. It's close. 2 fourths should do it. Do the Bruins 4th. Now let's try and sneak in a 7th. See how that goes. Alright. I'm much better with that than a 2nd. Oh, my controller died? Controller died. Back. Do, 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 do. You know. Okay. Let's see what the coach thinks of that. What? What? What are we doing? What is this? Oh my goodness. I don't know what we're doing here. We'll give it a week and that was bizarre. I don't even know. Go to Seattle here. Okay. Let's see if the coaches come to his senses. What? What is happening? Matty Beniers is on the third line? I just don't know sometimes. Okay, well, we'll give it a week here. Nope. Not gonna downgrade, thank you. Let's just go straight to Detroit. Through Boston here. There's no way that he keeps him on the second line. Is Beniers just injured now? Oh wow, okay. So Wolf, Cooley, and Beniers are out. Okay. I don't know how we don't know what he is yet. Like, are we watching our own team? Okay. Let's take a look at the injury report. I gotta know if these guys are done for, like, ever. Beniers should be back soon. March 19th and March 1st. Okay. March 19th is quite a ways away. But in picking up Wenberg, we should be fine. There's March 19th, after the deadline. So we're gonna have to figure things out before the deadline. I know! All of a sudden, he's very useful. Although I still don't understand why he was on the second line instead of Beniers, but I'm not an NHL coach. I don't know. I'm just a GM over here. Sandine, Pellica, and then Cider put one in each. And then Appleton. Goodness. Falling way behind at Detroit in the first period. Well, you know. 3-0 after one for Buffalo. Or sorry, for Detroit on us. would be Buffalo. So we get a shorthanded goal, but then Casper gets a power play goal right back 4 seconds later. Chatfield puts one in, 5-1. Rasmus Dahlin scores a power play goal. Hutanen puts one in, 6-2. Okay. Five on 3 for Detroit. Gushin puts one in though. Appleton gets one back, 7-3. I mean, it is DiPietro in net, so I don't know if it was that way in the first though. Was it in the first? No, it was Ellis. Ellis got pulled for DiPietro. 7-3 win for Detroit. Appleton with 2, Finney with 3 assists, and Bouillon also with 3 assists. Bouillon is like sneaky on the assist front there. He had last time we simmed, I think he had 1 or 2. All right. See how we do against the Leafs? The Leafs are 40-11-2. They are a wagon right now. I wish they were a wagon. Pierre Engvall in his return to the Toronto Maple Leafs. Brendan Carlo scores? I've been rooting for that guy to score all year. By the way, I heard some stat at some point that I don't know what situation it was in, but Brendan Carlo was the only plus player on the Leafs in whatever situation they were talking about. So, he's doing his job. Dahlin puts one in on Wall, 2-1. Howard puts one in, ties it up at 2. Power play for the Leafs. All right. Power play for us. Nothing doing. Overtime against the Leafs. It's good to know we can challenge in our current state. Owen Power wins it in a shootout on Joseph Wall. Who knew? Owen Power. Wall and Ellis get 1-2, and that was with Ellis and net, not with Wolf. And Brendan Carlo gets the 3rd star. Buddy, way to go. I was rooting for you. Okay. Let's get to here, and then we'll see where we're at, and see if I need to make any other changes. Also see where our injury situation is. That'll be a big determining factor. 5-game win streak going out of that Leafs game. Fantastic. We got hot. 37-14-8. Still 7 points behind the Leafs. They have a game in hand. I mean, the Oilers are at 87. The Wild are at 86. I don't think there's any way we're winning the President's Trophy. Alright, let's take a look at the injuries. Wolf is almost back. And Cooley is still done until March 19th. So we'll have Wolf back next game, I think. Does the coach already have him in? That'd be something. Yeah, I don't know. For some reason, the coach just loves Wenberg on the second line. It doesn't make any sense to me, but that's what the coach is doing, so... Beniers does not fit at all on the third line. Okay, again, not a coach. Dustin Wolf has a playable injury. Hopefully, you know, they don't start him. But the computer probably will. Because that's how it rolls. Has Dustin Wolf recovered from his injury? It seems so. Now, do I want to go out and get a right winger that would work over here? I'm kind of fine with everything else. I'm even okay with Ellis. Like, I don't know. I don't know how worth it would be to go out and get like a older goaltender. It would be a good backup. Like, do we do that? A right winger is possible too. Casa. He's got an 898 with a 324, but I don't think Detroit is very good. It's also making 4 mil. Dan Vladar. 4 mil for 4 years. Carter George? He's a starting goalie, though. Gustafson. The Rokin's making tons of money. Shesterkin, nope. Ottawa's terrible. Tristan Jarry. Joey Decord? How much is he making? 5 mil. 1 year left though. Any extension? No. Joey Decord. Joey Decord is a good option. I think Joey Decord looks like the idea. Connor Hallebuck, why not? Oh, he's not available. Oh. We're on his no trade list. Denied. All that hope for nothing. All that hope for nothing. Billy Huso, I don't feel like is too much different than Ellis. UPL is making 5 for 3 years. Ravensburg? Ravensbergen? I don't know. Yeah, he's there. Fringe starter 78. I don't know if he's works for our purposes here. I mean, Dovish would be great, but... Yep. Bunch of stuff. I don't know. Charlie Lindgren might be kind of like Ellis. Although it would be a good backup to a backup. I'm okay with that. That's like insurance. I don't know if we can upgrade Ellis. Ellis does not. But he's been playing fine. Like, he's got 10 wins in 17 games. He's a 905 with a 288. Like, I'm not all that broken up about it. And we also, well, he's got Sponge. Yeah, we can go with Lindgren as our backup. Why not? Why not? We're carrying 3 goalies right now. Somebody's still injured, right? Ellis goes through waivers. I think we carry 3 for the moment. I'm okay with that. Or do we deal? Ellis can probably go down. I don't know, it's a tough one. Like, I don't know if he has much value. Let's find out. He has less value than Lindgren. Like a 7th round pick. Okay, I don't think anybody's taking him. I'd be surprised, but you know, I don't think they're going to take them. There is a chance, but you know, say Levy. Okay, we're good. Okay. Jackson Blake is kind of interesting. Nikushkin would be a rental. Doesn't fit. Lafreniere is making way too much money for being an 83. Bottom 6 forward group. No, I don't think so. Doesn't fit. I see. Just let me take a look. So that Cody Connor is the one that we got for Hellenius. I think we can do Hayes. Let's try Hayes and Connor. Without White Cloud. It's gonna buffer it a little bit, just to see what happens. Try a third and a fourth. Now in the ballpark. Okay, let's add in. Let's try the fourth and see if that brings it closer. We can try our second from next year. 3, 4. They don't seem like they're going for it. I could try 2 of my seconds and then see if I can recoup like some of their thirds. Let's try that. Calgary's third and their third. No, I know. I'm also, because, like, if I trade away White Cloud, then I gotta go get another defenseman. And I'm trying to avoid that. Yeah, I don't know. Let's try again. I just want to see go back to what they were thinking. I was hoping I could swap out parts that I actually want to trade. I felt like that was the closest. But is Tomorrow the value here? Tomorrow, White Cloud, Texia. I think Tomorrow is the value. I gotta check something actually, hold on. Because if Kulich doesn't want to resign... Oh, everybody does, okay. I mean... Yeah, they want players, that's the thing. The thing is like, do we sell on Tamura, essentially? Cooley comes back, Thompson goes over, Kyra goes down, Coolidge goes down. Kyra's been doing okay this season. So do I need to make a move? Or do we just stick with Lindgren being our move? Because I want to keep White Cloud because I think he'll be valuable in the playoffs. Don't actually have a defenseman. Yeah, I think so too. The last, I guess, check is like, do we see if we could find like a grizzled defenseman kind of thing for our 7th? I have a bunch of defensemen in the A. You can see what we have in the A. Yeah, we got some guys. Okay. Okay, well, I think we'll leave it. We'll get up to the deadline. I'll do the deadline next week. We keep that the way it is because we got to sell out a bunch of games. Okay. Still second in the division to the Leafs, 88 points. We're 40-14-8, doing pretty good. Owner is happy. The locker room chemistry is okay. The fans are reasonably happy, so I think we're good. We'll go into the trade deadline next time. I don't think we'll do anything, but you never know. Something might come up that's pretty cool. But for now, we'll call it a week, call it a day, call it a weekend, whatever. You can watch the Leafs play out the rest of the season, continuing tonight against Ottawa. Although, I want them to beat Ottawa. Oh boy. Anyway, have yourself a good one. Talk to you later, Al. Later, folks. Enjoy your day. Bye for now.